I'm live. I actually didn't even tell anybody. I didn't even tweet this. I really decided I was going to do this like 5 minutes ago. I think I should probably tweet. Hi. Hi, friends. We have Amber. We have Mocha. We have Marcy, Sassy, Rachel, Caden, Stephanie. Hi. How's everyone doing? Oh my God. I didn't even say I was doing this. I kind of just, oh, here we go. People are pouring in now. I didn't like announce I was doing this. I just kind of decided to pop on, mostly because I was bored. And also my video that was going to go up tonight is no longer going up tonight. It's going up tomorrow. So I decided to pop on and just say hello. OMG, there's so many people here already. Ah! The beginning of this, I was like saying names. Hold on. Okay. Happy to see your face. Hi. Yay. Hello. Love you so much. Hi. Oh my God. You guys are so sweet. To anyone who says I'm pretty, thank you. You are correct. No. Hi. Okay. Let's see. Hello, everyone. Usually the beginning, the chat is a little, can everyone hear me okay, by the way? I'm using this microphone. Can you guys hear me okay? Is it working? Usually in the beginning, the chat's like a little bit crazy and then it slows down for a second because everybody's just saying hi. Hello. How was your day? My day was okay. What did I even do today? I worked pretty much all day. Oh, wait, we got a super chat. Oh, thank you so much, Sophia, with the pear. We got the dancing pear up in here. Thank you so much. No, my day was good. I just, did some work. I'm kind of just chilling. Keep breaking up a bit. Okay, am I breaking up for anyone? Is the quality okay? Oh, somebody mentioned the Bills. Yeah, I'm from New York, and I'm very close to Buffalo. Buffalo Bills are playing tonight at 8. I know Charles is going to want to watch that. I figured I would just go live for a little bit. I know there's some like drama happening. I don't really want to talk about it too much, but I figured I'd give some like short opinions. And also, we ordered food tonight, which we haven't been doing lately. So I'm really excited to actually eat food that we didn't make. So I'm waiting for my food to get here. And I figured while I'm waiting, I would just talk to you guys. Go Bills. Yeah, the Bills. I don't really fully understand. Oh, okay. Super chats. Sorry. Alyssa, thank you so much for the $4.99. And thank you so much to Elda for the £2. I really appreciate it. No, yeah, the Bills are playing tonight. It's exciting times over here. But do you hear about Aurora? Oh my God. Did everybody see Samantha Ravindall's makeup line, Aurora? I am so excited. We have a super chat from Talia. Thank you so much. And from Jacqueline? Your skin is flawless, girl. Thank you. I'm wearing a lot of foundation. But no, did everybody see Samantha Ravindall's makeup launch? I'm so excited about that. We have a super chat from Lee with a little hot dog. Thank you so much. I am so excited. We have oh my God, there's so many super chats. Guys, thank you. We have one from Anna for $5. We've been blessed with content. Yeah, the Aurora Beauty launch, I'm so excited about. I'm going to buy all of it. Well, I'm going to buy like my shade and all of it, and I'm going to do a review. I'm really, really, really excited. I hope that it's good. I think it's going to be. I feel like Samantha Ravindall has a really good taste in makeup, so I feel like she is going to produce good makeup. Thank you so much to Maggie for the super chat. Let's see. Just realized the live is delayed by 2 minutes on my end. Oh no. Jenna, thank you so much. Have you ever considered making a Discord community? You know what's interesting? I have thought about that before, but I've heard that it's like a lot of upkeep. And just right now, I don't even have time to do what I'm trying to do. So I don't know if I would ever do that, but thank you to Chelsea. Love you. Would you ever do a video about the bucket list family? Would love to hear your thoughts on them. I've never heard of them, but I would love to look into that. I love when you guys give me like commentary topic ideas. That's how I've gotten some of my best ones. So I'll definitely look into that. And thank you to Anna. Sorry, all this is moving so fast. Do you like hedgehogs? Sure. Found you recently and have binged all of your content for days. Love your commentary. Thank you so much. Thank you to Marissa. She said, bringing back the post-Glomus at home spa day fund. I remember that. Oh, that was funny. A Discord server is a lot of work Don't recommend without admins. Yeah, that's my thing. I would have to find really trustworthy admins, and that kind of stresses me out just because if anything were to happen, I've heard that Discords can sometimes get really negative and really bad. So if anything negative happened, I wouldn't want to like not know about it and then not be able to control it. And it just seems like a lot. So I don't think I would ever do that. But thank you to Ashley. What did you order? I'm trying to decide. We went all out because we haven't ordered out in a while. We got some hibachi. So I got some shrimp and steak, and I got noodles. Oh my God, I'm so excited. We have, I don't want to miss any super chat. Thank you guys so much for all these super chats. This is literally so nice. Okay, it's Edel, kind of said like Adele. Okay, the singer. Hi from Ireland. I want to go to Ireland so badly. So badly. Thank you so much, Adele. And then Alexandra, thank you for being an inspiration and a positive light here on YouTube. Thank you so much. And then from Shane, thank you so much, said, when is the evolution video coming? Also, is it Sister James by chance? It is not Sister James. I'm waiting to do a James Charles one, but the evolution of video is coming Monday, and it's going to be the evolution of Nikki and Gabby. Spoiler alert. And I'm going to it's been a long one. It's taken a long time just because it's two people and both of their careers have been so everywhere. So it's taken a lot of just watching YouTube videos has taken a good portion of time, but also that's coming. And also I have a video coming tomorrow that's just talking about like the Dolan twins leaving YouTube and like is this a spoiler? I'm so sorry. Are you guys still going to watch it if you know what it's about? It's just like the Dolan twins leaving YouTube and like the impact the impact people leaving. Just watch the video. It's about that though. So that's what's happening tomorrow. And then we have Jen, thank you, said, you're the only YouTuber my hubby will ever watch with me. I love when you guys say that your like boyfriends or husbands or significant others in general enjoy my content. That's like the sweetest thing because Charles is very picky about who he'll watch with me. So Eva, my first super chat, I love you so much. What drama? You're the only drama channel I follow. DLP is from the Oh, cool. Hello from over here. Hi. Yeah, what drama? I mean, there was some drama with Trisha and Jeffree and Shane. And honestly, at this point, I think it's just like we've gone so far down the rabbit hole of Sistergeddon that we've now gotten to people who are just like not generally the nicest people being mean to each other. And it's like, oh, I'm so surprised. I'm shocked that Jeffree is actually kind of a bully. So yeah, it's not really I'm not really surprised by it, honestly. I feel bad for her in the sense that I feel bad that people were so mean to her, especially what the hairdresser said about her. He was saying some really horrible stuff. You should never say that about other people. And at the same time, it's like, I don't know. She's done so much worse to other people too. So I'm feeling very conflicted about that. Sophia, thank you so much, and said, will you be posting on your Hannah Glow channel too? Yeah, I have content planned for Hannah Glow. I decided to take like the next week or two off from that to pre-film some videos. So that way I'm actually putting out a video a week over there because I really think that'll be fun. And then Eddie said, I love you. Would you do an evolution of James Charles? Not yet. Not yet. Sorry, Charles just texted me something in code. We have Antoine, and he said, just a little something because of the amazing Glowmas we had. Thank you so much. Glowmas was so fun this year. I know it was like there was some, well, we won't get into that. I know there was some sadness to Glowmas, but I think generally Glowmas was really fun this year. I feel like it was like a good one overall. Is it weird that I like Nikki and Gabby? No, I don't think that's weird. They have like almost 10 million subscribers and they get really good views. So I think it's obvious people like them. I think it's just kind of like they definitely are people that are interesting. They've had a very interesting career on the internet. I will say that. Please make this visible. First of all, thank you to Edel. Thank you. Or please make this visible later. Have to sleep. Absolutely. I always put my lives up. So you guys can watch this later if you miss it or if you got to leave. Even my 11-year-old loves you. Aw. Let's see. Hi, Smokey Glow. Love your content. Hope you're having an amazing day. Thank you. You did incredible for Glowmas. Let's see. Is it weird how people are now unfollowing Shane for the Trisha situation, but not literally everything else? Yeah, that is super weird. I saw who on Twitter said it. Somebody was like, this is the straw that broke the camel's back, was him not defending Trisha. Like Shane not jumping in to defend Trisha against Jeffree was what was the final straw. It wasn't, I don't know, everything else. Thank you so much to Lee. Thank you so much to, oh gosh, I don't want to butcher this name. Okay, Lashi Molala. That's what we're going to go with. But thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see. Oh man, the spamming in the chat is out of control and I don't want a backseat mod, but my heart. Let me see if I can get Charles to jump on quick to mod a little bit because I know there's a lot of people in here right now. Hey, Charles. He's wearing his gaming headphones or he's ignoring me. It could go either way. We could see both. How do you think Shane will proceed in this dilemma? How do I think he'll proceed? Well, he's not going to say anything publicly, I don't think, because I don't think he needs to bring any more attention to this mess on like his side. So I don't think we're going to see anything publicly. Behind the scenes, I don't know. It's weird because it's like Jeffrey is not only his friend now, he's like the source of income for him in a lot of ways. So I think that he might side with Jeffrey privately. But I don't know. Trish and him have been friends for so long. Thank you so much to Kimberly. And then we have Hannah. I made a YouTube video about how lockdown has been in Ireland. I wasn't going it online, but people like you. Aw, from Sarah. Thank you so much, Sarah. I'll have to watch that. You got to link it. Send me a link on Twitter or something. I would love that. Thank you to Diana. I feel like for Trisha, I have BPD and hers was obviously untreated for so long. Yeah, I don't like to speculate about people's like mental health too much, obviously, because I don't know what she's doing behind the scenes for treatment. Like I have no idea. But she's been very open that she has BPD and it does seem like she is getting treatment now. And I think you have seen an improvement in her recently. That's so hard though, because she still does stuff that's so like trolling that it's tough. But I think we do see the improvement. And also it's interesting because I've been following. I never really watched Frenemies, Ethan and Trisha's podcast, but D'Angelo Wallace made that video and then they were like responded to his video. And so I've been watching it now and you can definitely see a little bit of a change in how she is, at least on that podcast around Ethan. Like you can see that I know he himself has done some stuff that's like a little questionable, but you can see at least that he kind of like he cares about her as a friend. Like I think that's fairly obvious that he does care about her and like actually is looking out for her, you know, which I think is interesting. Savannah, hi, thank you so much for being my favorite YouTuber and always making me feel better when I'm down. I hope you're doing amazing. Thank you so much. You guys are so freaking nice. Thank you so much. Okay, I wish I knew how to say your name, but thank you. Lee Will, hey, I sent you an email on 9/3/20 about work. I will look into that. A lot of times I know that emails get sent to spam, so I sometimes will check my spam folder and clean that out, but I haven't in a while, so I'll definitely look and make sure you didn't fall into there. Let's see, Maggie, can we also talk about the Collidos Angelica collab? Did you guys see the Collidos and Angelica collaboration? I am so excited. I'm on their PR, but I think I'm going to try to, well, I don't know if I want to buy one because I know that people are going to be really trying to get one, but I think I might try to buy one for like a giveaway to do as well, because I think it's such a well done collection. Like Angelica knocked it out of the park. It's such a her palette. Like having followed her for years, those colors are her colors. Like it makes perfect sense for who she is, which makes me so happy. I'm so excited for her. And I also love Collidos. I've been on their PR list for a couple years now, and they are just fantastic. So really excited about that. Are you going to do an evolution of Trisha? I don't typically talk about Trisha Paytas too much anymore, just because it's kind of, you know, it's one of those situations where it's like she has, I want to put this, I feel like she does a lot of things for the reason, for the purpose of being talked about. So I don't necessarily want to like always engage with that. And also I think to do an evolution of, it gets really dicey just because it's hard to tell what's really her and what's her being a troll. So it'd be hard to like analyze her career in that sense. So I don't know if I'm ever going to do that. I know The Right Opinion has mentioned that he wants to do one on Trisha events eventually. He mentioned that in his like Nikocado video that was like 4 hours long. So I know he's mentioned that he wants to do one. And I think that he would be a good person to maybe take that on, especially because he has such a large team behind him. But I think she is a person that, number one, I don't really like to talk about. And number two, I don't think I could do it by myself. I think it would take a lot. Creepy Crunch said, thank you for starting this live stream. Most of my friends bailed on me for the night, so this brightened my evening. Yeah, I didn't have any plans either. I'm just realizing now that it's Saturday night. This is what I'm doing. Oh, wait, let me find this one. Kitty said, could we expect a Midas times Smokey Glow 2.0? Sending love from Mexico. Honestly, I I don't know. That's an interesting question. I don't know. You're so respectful when you talk about drama, and that's why you're my fave commentary channel. Thank you so much. I would love the right opinion video on Trisha. Yeah, I think he is the right person and has the right team behind him to properly put together a video like that. I miss Primic. I miss Primic too. I love Primic. Thoughts on the Animal Crossing Colourpop collab? I actually, at first glance, really liked it, but my friend Sharita pointed out that the blushes just, like every time across the board with Colourpop, it would not be hard to make blushes that would work on deeper skin tones, and they just fail every time. Creeps, Shannon, get out of here. Thank you, Shannon. I love you. She said, just stopping by to say hi. Everybody go. If you don't follow Creep Show Art, go follow her. Love Shannon. Shannon sent me some candles a while back that are actually in tomorrow's candle of the day. So I'll tell you guys all about the candles she sent, but I adore them. Thank you, Shannon. You know I love you. Claire said, is it me or are influencers not concerned with how they're perceived, especially in the pandemic? People aren't even trying to save face anymore. Claire, I've been waiting to talk about this. That is such a good question because it's like, do they actually care or do they? This was brought up to me because I was thinking about the Ace family. I'm sorry, you just opened a can of worms. I don't know if you were expecting to open, but this was brought up to me because the Ace family went to Mexico, right? And they vlogged it. And then you have like Dixie and Charlie D'Amelio like in the Bahamas. And I was like, okay, do they care? I think the big thing is people like older influencers who have an older audience care. Those are the people who are promoting being safe. But the influencers who have children as fans, like James Charles, you have the Ace family, all these TikTok kids, they don't care if their adult audience is mad at them because their money doesn't come from adults. It comes from kids. It comes from their kid followers who do not understand the gravity of a global pandemic because they can't really be expected to understand that. So they don't get it. And they're still buying their merch. They're still watching their videos. They're still getting all the views. So why should they care if, their adult fan base is mad at them? So I think it's not even that they don't care how they're perceived. I think it's they don't care how they're perceived by the audience that pays their bills. Are you okay? He just yelled. I don't know why. Charles is playing World of Warcraft over there. That's just how we spend our Saturday night, but normally I'm just ranting. Oh, are you moderating for me?
Somebody donated with a really nasty message, and I don't know how to get rid of it. Oh, I think I saved it.
Okay. Don't do that. Diamond Rose, what candles do you recommend? Okay. I'm putting a candle video up on the Hannah Glow channel because you guys all really, really want that. So I don't want to put it on my main channel because I don't think enough people are, honestly, I think it's gonna be kind of boring, but I am going to make a candle video. So if you want a candle video and you want to watch that, you can subscribe to my subtle plug for my second channel because I am going to do a full candle tour. I'm going to show you our candle closet and I'm going to do an inventory of everything and talk about the candles that I think are good because so many people have been talking about it. Let's see. Yay, Charles.
They spend money to send a nasty message.
You know what's funny? First of all, how much money was it? It wasn't a lot of money, was it? Because I think I can dispute it with YouTube and send it back.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I'll look into it after the stream is over, but I'll send it back. Little Blue Caboose donated $5 and said, since you first mentioned it, I've been dying to know what is Charles's main in World of Warcraft? Charles?
Hunter.
A hunter. But I guess hunters are kind of memed on. Am I right? Do I pay attention? I pay attention. I pay attention when he talks about World of Warcraft sometimes. Kayla, thank you. I love listening to you while I work retail. You 100% save me from snapping on rude people. Thank you so much. I love that. Manny wants a candle video. Okay, fine. If the people insist. I'm like, if you insist on a candle video, I suppose I can come through for you. Have you been to Tennessee? I have. I actually have a family in Tennessee. They live in Chattanooga and Nashville. So I spent 2 weeks in Tennessee when I was a teenager, and I met a cowboy. I really did. My mom's friends arranged it, and I met a man. Well, I don't know if he's a cowboy. He wore a cowboy hat, but I have a picture with him. I had one on my Facebook for the longest time. It was my profile picture of me and a cowboy that I met when I was like 15. Wild times. You just unlocked a memory for me that has been hidden for a long time. Shane said, just wondering, wasn't there supposed to be a second interview type video in Glomus, or am I crazy? If there is, what happened to it? You're not crazy. There was, and it's coming. I should explain this because I've actually gotten a few questions about this. Basically, there is a second interview and it's coming at the end of this month. There was so much technical issues with that where I didn't have the files I needed, and it took forever to like find them and upload them, and just the communication breakdown was poor. But I have all the files now and I'm editing it. So even though it didn't get to go up for Glomus, it's still going up at the end of this month. So another interview with somebody else who I think you guys are going to be excited about is coming. Laura said, hi from New Zealand. I am loving your content. Keep up the good work, sis. Thank you. Yeah. So another sort of the one I did with Manny, the conversation with, another one is coming soon. Those just take a really long time to edit, obviously, because you're getting two different sets of footage. The audio to edit is nuts. Colin's here. Hi. Everybody go check out his new cover of Driver's License. It was beautiful, hauntingly beautiful. I love your voice. Who? I'm not going to tell you who. You think I'm just going to well, I guess I do say everything before it happens, but I'm not going to tell you who, but I'll tell you. Oh, should I give a hint? Could this be like a fun little game? Let me think. It's a boy. It's a boy. Well, I guess a man. I don't know. And he is very, wait, I feel like this is going to give it away. I don't know how to say it without giving it away. He is popular on multiple platforms. How about that? Multiple social media platforms. He has popularity on multiple platforms. I feel like you guys are going to guess it. Kylie, I was so happy to see you on live stream. I love your content. I always leave feeling happy. You are beautiful inside and out, girl. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. It's Jeffrey. Can you imagine if I opened up a video being like, hi guys, today we are interviewing Jeffree Star. Hi guys. Oh, that would be so funny. James, I'm seeing a lot of people. D'Angelo, Chris. Oh, I wish Chris Clemens. I love Chris Clemens. Thank you so much to Gemma for the donation. Thank you so much to Raquel. Raquel said thank you. Thank you. You kidding? OMG, could it be with James? It's not James. James Charles, though, is weirdly going to put out feelers, weirdly on my wish list of people to interview, because I think it would be a really interesting interview, but I don't think he would want to do it with me. Because I would have to be like a little bit more harsh. And I don't know, I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to sit down with an interviewer who was going to be like harsh with me about stuff. But James Charles would be so interesting just because his evolution of his content and his evolution on YouTube has been fascinating, being that he was like he went from being like one of the most popular creators to one of the least liked creators for like a week. And then now is the most popular creator again. Super interesting. Let's see. Unapologetically Curious donated. I love you. Your videos are life. Can I please be a mod? It would make my day. Okay. So am I allowed to just make people mods, Charles? What do the mods have power to do?
I would say, as much as we love you all, no, unless we know who they are.
I don't know if you have power to like look at I don't know what giving you mod privileges means. So I don't know if I can just give you mod privileges, but if I can look into that and then like figure it out, then sure, of course. Thank you to Gemma.
I would say don't mod anyone you haven't had a conversation with.
Charles, my advisor over here my partner is telling me no, but thank you so much. Gemma Park, who is your dream collab? Love your videos so much. Oh, that is such a good question. Dream collab. Somebody said, please interview the Welsh twins. They're absolutely on the list. I love them. Who is my dream collab? I don't know. Honestly, it was Robbie D. Christie, and I did that. And I would love to do an interview with her as well. I think she's amazing. Oh man, I don't even know, honestly, at this point. It's very weird because a lot of people that I never would have dreamed of like having connections with, I now have connections with. So like Manny, I never would have in a million years, if you told me when I started YouTube that I would be interviewing like Manny. So like, it's just kind of crazy how things work. So at this point, I have no idea. Santa Townsend, thank you so much. I love these little emotes are cute. Claire, I would love for you to interview Bretman. I would love to interview Bretman. Bretman's so many interesting people in the community. Paul, thank you so much. You are social stats joke. Okay. I don't understand it, but I'm sure Charles will think that is very funny. Thank you so much.
I'm pretty sure that means that you're statistically significant.
Aww. Statistically significant
is like the edge of statistical significance. So
you know what, though? I would argue that that's exactly where I am. Right on the edge of significance, but like not there, you know? Oh, man. Let's see. I can't wait for the Raw Beauty Christie to come back. I know. I've been following her updates on like Instagram. Her baby is so cute. Oh my God. Lauren May Beauty would be kind of cool. I agree. I think interviewing like smaller YouTubers would also be really cool. Because some of the small beauty, like Angelica is a great example. Angelica Nyquist would be so cool. Thank you to Benny. Benny said, I really appreciate how you speak about tough topics, people you disagree with compassion and thought. You've inspired me so much. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. As a spectator, have you been following the Tati versus Without a Crystal Ball lawsuit? No, I haven't really been following it. Honestly, it's so much. Like, I know that this is like low-key, I'm supposed to keep up on everything, but like I just can't, especially because what I've been planning for the channel has required a lot of research in like other areas. So I haven't been keeping up on stuff that I wasn't going to talk about it again, so I just didn't really keep up on it. But I'm sure when it's all over, this is what I do. When everything ends, I go back and watch everything, kind of like a season of a TV show, you know? Megamix said, you're beautiful. That's all. Keep doing what you do. Love your content. Would love all of your unfinished candles, please. Most of my candles do not go unfinished. They all burn their way through. Leah, hi. These are stressful times. What has been helping you lately? Love your channel. It's weird you say that. I've actually not been coping well. And then I'm still not. But I've been using the Calm app to help me fall asleep. And I do 2 meditations a day while I'm working, where they have these like office meditations that give you like, they're like just 10-minute meditations. So you sit at your desk, and the whole point is you do it at your desk. So I'll sit at my desk and I'll do these like motivational meditations. And I actually find it to be really helpful, particularly for sleeping. This isn't sponsored by the Calm app, obviously, but the Calm app has been so helpful for me for sleeping and things like that. It's really been, you can ask Charles, it knocks me out in like 5 minutes. I don't know what happens when I turn on that app, but I pass out. So I had a dream that Hannah and Robert Welsh collabed on trying to look like an Instagram model. That would be iconic. So I love the Welsh twins. They're so sweet. I actually got their merch the other day. I have to wear it in a video or something. But Marlena, thank you so much, said the shaving video and now alive. Love seeing you guys interact. Yeah, Charles and I, if you want to see on our podcast channel, Charles shaved his head and we vlogged it, which was kind of fun. We now think, though, that had a really good response, like the vlogging. So I think we might try to vlog a little bit more, like just fun stuff that we do, because you guys actually really liked it. We didn't think you guys would like a vlog. We thought people would think it was stupid, but people actually on that channel liked it. So thank you so much. Said, I'm glad I found your channel in 2020, even though I don't buy or wear makeup. Listening to you speaking about anything makes my day better. Keep up the good work and this is so sweet. Thank you so much. You guys are so freaking nice. I can't get over it. Thank you. And then Danny said, Charles needs to know that his Twitter gives me so much catharsis. He's the real MVP. I have Charles on Twitter notifications for every time he tweets. I get notified just because he's a little too unapologetic. You know what? I love it about him, but also sometimes he doesn't have a filter. And I'm like, babe, you got to chill. I feel like that's why people like him so much, especially in the podcast, though. Right said, not a makeup fan, but I love your I can't even talk anymore. Intelligent dialogue, really compelling. Also, I'm local and love Black and Blue's food. Black and Blue, if you're in Rochester, oh, so good for like a really special occasion, though. Like, don't just go there for no reason. You got to be celebrating something to justify the prices. But oh my God, is it so good? Black and Blue is like the best. Hi, I love your videos. Do you have an opinion on the Army Hammer situation? I don't know enough about it to have an opinion, but I'm guessing I don't side with Army Hammer in that situation because I guess there was some really horrible stuff coming out. So I don't know enough about it, but Based on the limited knowledge I don't think I'm on his side. The evolution of products as a series, please, starting with the evolution of highlighter. That would be fun. Oh, that could be kind of fun. I thought about doing it for like fashion products or something like that. I guess not makeup products, but like fashion products. Like I thought about doing like the evolution of the Louis Vuitton Neverfull, just because I'm on luxury TikTok, like luxury bag TikTok, where all the girls talk about luxury items. And I think the way that like luxury items become unpopular because people can afford them and people have access to it is so interesting. Like the way that everybody hates the Neverfull now because people can actually afford it and like everyday people are able to buy it. So now it's tacky and not cool for rich people. I think it's fascinating. I would love to do videos talking about that. I think that'd be really cool. But I like that idea. Let's see. Oh, girl, I think I know who it is. The interview. Don't say it. Can we just say beauty, but not in the way most people would think? Wink. I have no idea what you're talking about. Raquel said, no, thank you for not following with Tati. You're an inspiration and following through with self-care, and the mainstream influencers are too much. I'm so happy there's like a new wave of influencers coming. It's very nice to see. Fatma said, hi, I love your videos and wanted to know if you've ever had a video concept you've always wanted to do and never could. That's an interesting question. Have I ever had a video concept I always wanted to do but never could? Oh, man, I don't know. It was the interviewing people. I always wanted to do that, but I just nobody would have known who I was to say yes. But it was that, and now I get to do those, which is really cool. And I have a couple people like lined up to do those. I guess not. No, I guess maybe more like fashion videos, I guess. But I always feel weird posting them. But I have some that I have filmed and want to do for my second channel. So we'll see. But that was a good question. Katie said, I finally got your palette and I'm so excited to play with it. Yay. I love that you guys love the Smoky Glow palette. It makes me so happy. I love getting to see pictures and makes me so. Somebody wore the shade Nutty as a highlighter and I was shook the other day. I saw that and I was like, oh my God, I'm obsessed. I loved how that looked. All right, let's see. I don't want to skip any. First, thank you for your content. Second, in an era of ethical buying, do you think about how YouTube merch is made and also where you and others source from? That is a really good question. I'm honestly, I don't really know how to answer that, I guess, right now, because no, I haven't is the honest answer, I guess. I haven't really thought about that as far as how Teespring goes. I know that a lot of people use Teespring and I've done minimal research into it. And I do know that it's like made, I believe it's made in the US. But I think that's a good point. And also in general, I think the waste that comes from buying merchandise is something that should be thought about and talked about, but it's also a weird line to walk as a creator who puts out merch. Because I never want people to buy merch just because they're like, oh, I want to support you, and then they never use it. It's the same thing with the Smoky Glow palette. I didn't want people to buy it just to be like, oh, I want to support you, and then they never use the palette, and it ends up being wasted because that's just creating unnecessary waste. And I think that's a problem with a lot of stuff on social media is you buy things to support someone and then it ends up being in a landfill somewhere. So that's something I try to think about when I come up with like the designs I come up with. I always want to come up with stuff that I feel like people are going to really love and like want to buy because it's cool and not necessarily because it has my name on it. But we'll see. This person's name just says, me encountering repressed childhood trauma like, and then they just donated. Thank you. Thank you so much. Will you have a restock of the Smoky Glow palette? I'm actually not entirely sure. We're getting down to the point, because it's been almost a year exactly since it launched. We're getting down to that point where we're not sure if we're going to restock it or if we're going to start phasing it out. Kind of like what we've always said. This is not to say like go run and buy it because it's scarce. Like I don't want to like do that type of stuff, but I don't know if it's going to be restocked fully again. If we do, it might only be one more restock because we're getting to the point where the sales are pettering off and it was never meant to be permanent. It was always just meant to be as people wanted it. And we feel like a lot of people who wanted it now have it. So yeah, I know that the lip glosses and the highlighters are being phased out. And we're going to talk about that soon because we have kind of a couple things coming out with that. But the palette will still, be here for a while. But I know that this round of lip glosses and highlighters, once they're gone, they're gone. But those have been phasing out for a while. Like the sales of those, the palette was kind of like the big thing. So yeah, I got to talk to Rocio a little bit more about the actual plan, but I think we're going to talk about it more, a more formal announcement, you could say, about like what you can expect from all of that. Sam said, can you do a video on new to you YouTube channels that you are watching? Also, used your palette yesterday and it was gorgeous. Thank you so much. I would love to do that. I love talking about channels that I've been watching and stuff. I haven't been watching a lot of YouTube besides the people that I'm making videos on right now. But I have this one channel that I love though. He's like he reads body language. I don't know what his name is. I can't remember his name right now, but it's a guy who he's like a body language expert. I don't know if he actually is, but I find his videos to be really interesting because he picks up on like little things and talks about if people are liars. And I think that's fun. SBP7 said, hi, I found your channel in 2020 and your videos are such a comfort. How did you get the confidence to first put yourself out on a public platform or a public forum? I did theater growing up and I've just always kind of been not afraid of public speaking and stuff like that. So I just kind of have been doing it my whole life in that sense. And how to not be afraid to put yourself out on YouTube. I think you just have to this sounds so much easier said than done, and it really is, but you just have to do it and then keep doing it. I know that sounds way too easy and simple and also not easy at the same time, but you just have to put yourself out there and then keep doing it. Oh, it's Observe. His channel is Observe. Yes. Theater kid Hannah makes too much sense. I was absolutely a theater kid. I was the kid that did theater, not only the school theater, I did theater outside of school. I did community, regional theater, in my local area. I did so much of that. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to read all these comments. Could you do a video on Sierra Furtado? Love your content, BTW. I know who that is, but I also don't. That sounds very familiar, that name. Favorite Taylor Swift album? The only correct answer is Red, obviously. All the YouTubers I watch were theater kids. Yeah, I think it's kind of a natural course to go from going to being a theater kid to being a YouTuber, because it's really it's not the same thing, but it's also very similar in the sense of you have to kind of perform a little bit and you have to be articulate and be able to speak very well most of the time. So I think that is skills that you learn doing theater. So it kind of makes sense. I fully believe that the reason I am the most well-spoken that I am is because I did theater. Fully believe that that's the reason I'm more well-spoken. I think it really helped me. I think that's why I always tell Charles I want our kids to do at least a little bit of theater, because I think it really does help with confidence and all that stuff. 1989 Erasure. I'm so sorry. Do you have a favorite play or musical? A lot. I'm kind of obsessed. It's the basic answer, but I'm definitely obsessed with Hamilton after seeing it last year. It was so good live. I have a mild Hamilton obsession, but I've always relied on 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. That's always the one I've relied on because it's such a funny, underrated musical. I feel like it's underrated. The Enthusiastic. What made you want to go in social work? Do you have any words of wisdom, insight for someone thinking of pursuing a social work career? Yeah, maybe this is a little bit, I don't know if it's negative, but maybe just I wouldn't go in with a set idea of what you're going to do in the field. That's my biggest advice, because I definitely went into it being I'm going to work with kids and I'm going to be a school social worker and that is my goal and everything. And that's what I really focused on the first year or two. And then once I really got into it, I saw how vast the world of social work is and how much kind of just stuff there is to do. There's so many jobs and so many paths you can take with the degree. So I think just keeping your mind open to other things and not trying to put yourself in a box too early on into, not even just in school, in your career in general. Because something I've learned a lot about is how often social workers switch careers, because it's a lot. And I think doing that is really important, not putting yourself in a box, being open to all different career fields. If there's an internship that you want to take that maybe wasn't your first choice, but you're maybe I'll try that out, go for it. Do that internship that kind of freaks you out a little bit, because it might be the one where you learn the most. There's a lot of internships in social work. Megan, thank you so much, said, how is wedding planning going? Love your channel. Wedding planning, sad. We pushed the wedding. I don't know if a lot of people saw that. I talked about it in Talktorial and on Twitter, but we pushed the wedding and it was the right thing to do. Like, it sucks because we still have the garbage plate truck book, which was obviously like the big thing, but it sucks to have to push it. I know I'm not alone in this boat. A lot of people have to push stuff. I think we're probably just going to get married sometime this year and just not tell anyone and just do our own little elopement thing and then go from there. Because we don't want to wait to get married, but we want to have the big party still. And we want to have a big party when it's safe to do so, when I can share the party with you guys, where we cannot be worried. Like, I was literally ordering masks for people that were like customized wedding day masks. And I was looking into how we could get rapid testing done. And I was looking into vaccine rollout, and like, it just wasn't going to happen. So I think that we're putting it on pause. So honestly, most of the planning has already been done. So there's not really anything to plan. There's just a lot of waiting now. So I'm just going to be waiting for a while. Felix said, what are you thinking of Attack on Titan so far? We finished season 3. I love it. It's so good. If you are not super into anime, but you want to like dabble, I think that Attack on Titan and Death Note are like the 2 best animes that I, as a person who am not super into anime, have watched. I thought it was really good. Shellbowls said, as a Black woman constantly rolling my eyes at performative activism, I deeply admire the way you've handled criticism levied at you and stayed 10 toes down with holding yourself accountable. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You guys are always so nice. I can't deal. It always catches me off guard because I'm like, wait. Thank you. You are watching Attack on Titan? Yeah. We spent like 3 days binging it and I'm obsessed. I'm really so into it. It's so good. I haven't watched most animes, to be fair. It's really Charles's thing that I like am into because he's into. It's like a fun thing for us to do together is watch stuff. But I've watched Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood a little bit. Couldn't really get into that. I'm not the biggest into like action animes except for Attack on Titan because I think the difference with Attack on Titan was the storyline was so good that it kind of like made up for the goriness and horrificness of it. Whereas other action animes, it's just like all action. Oh, Angie said, lots of us want to see your Animal Crossing island. Okay. It's kind of lame because I restarted it. I deleted my first island and restarted because I got anxiety because I was neglecting the first island and I didn't want my villagers to be mad at me. So I deleted it, restarted, and now I've been neglecting this island. But I have made some progress. So if you would want to see that on the second channel, once I build it up a little bit, because right now I think it's like a 2-star island. We're not even close to like 4. So I definitely need to build it up a little bit. But when I build up a little bit more, I would love to do that. Elise said, hi, Hannah. I would love to see more Taylor Swift content. I would love to make more Taylor Swift content. But unfortunately, it's probably going to go on the second channel from now on just because, understandably, most people didn't subscribe to me to hear my Taylor Swift opinions. I know. I was shocked too, honestly. I thought that's why everyone was here. But I'll probably be doing more. I have a video idea that's going to take so long, but I want to do it so bad where I just rank every single song she's ever put out. And I know that's going to be like a 3-hour video, but I think it could be really fun for the people that care. Maybe we could do a live stream. No, that's too much pressure to get it right. Oscar, thank you so much. Said, I've been following you for a few years and I've always looked forward to your videos every week. Also, I need to know your top 3 ABBA songs just cause. I mean, here's Stella, by the way. Dancing Queen. Oh man. All I can think of are the Mamma Mia versions. Dancing Queen, Mamma Mia. There we go. I actually really love all of them. Like every ABBA song that is in the Mamma Mia musical, I love. So that's good. Let's see. Hi, Hannah. Are you planning on doing a 2021 makeup collection or any makeup decluttering? I actually have decided not to really do that this year. I think I'm going to start steering away from collection style videos unless they're ranking videos because I think the ranking videos are fun. I think just showing you guys all the makeup I own is just a little bit, I worry, this is a very loaded topic, but I feel like when I was first starting in makeup, I would watch beauty gurus who had these massive collections, mostly as a result of PR. And I would be very self-conscious about how small my makeup collection was. I think it led me to feel like I needed to spend a lot more money than I could actually afford to do to get makeup just to fill drawers. And I've struggled with that the entire time I've been on YouTube, struggled with the idea of wanting to fill drawers versus wanting to have makeup that I'm happy with. And last year, I feel like I really made a lot of strides in feeling really happy with my makeup collection instead of feeling like I need to keep things just to keep space. But with that being said, I'm on a lot more PR lists than I have ever been in my channel. And I don't ever want you guys to like watch a video of my collection and feel like you need all of that. When in reality, like I realistically wouldn't even have all of this if it wasn't for brands sending it to me. So I don't want to like feed into that kind of FOMO about makeup, if that makes sense. Like now that I'm in a different position, I don't know if that makes sense, but I think I'll do maybe more like rankings just because I can split up the collection a little bit more. I can actually give you an opinion so it like means something. But I think as far as just like opening a drawer and being like, look at everything I have, I think I'm not going to really do that anymore. And I also don't like filming declutters, and this is more personal, but I don't like filming. This is Stella. Everybody's like, show her. I don't like filming declutters anymore because people, somebody said she's ugly. Did somebody say she was ugly?
I said it.
I will find you.
She's ugly cute.
She's so cute. She's a little meatball. No, I think with declutters, it's harder. That's a more me thing. I don't want to do them because a lot of people can be just really negative and mean about declutters. Like it's always like, you didn't declutter enough. You decluttered too much. You only decluttered your drugstore makeup. You didn't declutter high-end makeup. You kept this when you shouldn't have. Like there's just so much criticism around decluttering on YouTube that I just don't want to do that anymore, if that makes sense. Oh, Jamie's here. OMG, that doggy is adorable. Who would say that? Yeah, her father said it. Her father thinks she's ugly. I think she's so cute. She's a little baby. She's getting so big, though. It's nutty. She's getting so big. What is the name you call your dog that doesn't sound anything like your dog's name? That's such a good question. Stella doesn't have a good one, but Oliver, for some reason, Oliver's unofficial name is Chowder. And we just call him, unironically, like in seriousness, we call him Chowder. And he looks like a chowder. So it's hard to not call him that because you can't look him in the face and be like, you don't look like a chowder, because he does. So we have low-key renamed. What was her name? Charles, do you remember? You remember what we had a second name for her too, but it didn't stick. But we have decided unofficially that her middle name is Marie for some reason. We just call her Stella Marie.
Yeah. Oliver has Mr. Donut.
Oliver also has Mr. Donut, but that one has like a story behind it at least. Chowder came out of nowhere and it's just stuck. Autumn, thank you so much. Said, hi, Hannah. I love your videos. Would you ever be interested in making a video explaining your filming setup? Also, where did the name Smokey Glow come from? Filming setup, yes, but it'll probably be not in this house and this room, because my filming setup right now is I shove everything in a corner, and then when I film, I shove it into a different corner, and then I film. So I could tell you like the lights I use and stuff, but I don't have like a proper filming setup at all times just because the space doesn't allow for it. Where did I get the name Smokey Glow? Well, let me make a promise right now. If I ever hit a million subscribers, I will tell the story about why my name became Smokey Glow. And until then, I will not. I will not, because it's a little bit embarrassing and it exposes me a little bit, but I think it would be a funny story to tell, but I won't tell it right now because it's, first of all, it's a long story. And second of all, it's like partially, it's like a whole thing. But if we ever get to 1 mil, that is what will happen. I promise. That'll be my thank you for 1 million video. And then I'll change my name to not be Smokey Glow anymore. Oh God. Favorite Netflix show. Oh God. Favorite Netflix show. I've been watching The Real Housewives of New York City, and I've been watching not Full Metal Alchemist, Attack on Titans. So I actually haven't. Whose job will it be to remember that? Stella's. Stella will hold me to it. She will. No, we need to know. I'm so sorry. I have to let you down. I can't. I always thought Smokey Glow was related to smoky makeup. It never occurred to me that it had a backstory. Oh, it does. It does have a backstory. I think I've only ever told like my group chat, my friends on YouTube. I think they're the only people that really know.
It's not that interesting.
I think It's very interesting. I think it's fascinating. Charles, you're literally my biggest hater, 100%. I would love to see an evolution of Jenna Marbles and her content. Do you think you would do that now that she quit YouTube? Yes, Jenna's on the list, but I think it's like gotta tread carefully with her a little bit, because I do feel like she held herself accountable so much that I don't know. I don't want to like go in, you know, I don't know. I want to make sure I do it right. Basically, it's the same thing with, I want to do a Kardashian video, and I'm talking to a couple other creators who I think could really help with that. And it's like, I just want to make sure I do it right. You know, I don't want to just like rush. There are certain creators where it's like, okay, I know my opinion already, so I can just do it. But there's also creators I don't know anything about, or don't know enough about, or maybe I'm not the most qualified to talk about. And I'm trying to expand, be better about on my channel about like owning up to the things I'm not good at talking about and other people should also talk about. Maria said, hi, I love your channel. How many hours of research does it take to make an evolution of video? It really just depends. It depends. Like right now, this Nikki and Gabby one has taken, I started it at the last week of Glomus, but it's sporadic. Like I'll work on it for like 5 hours and then I won't touch it for 3 days. And then I'll work on it again for like 5 hours. You know what I mean? I would argue they probably take anywhere from like, with editing as well, editing and research, probably like 35, 40 hours for one video, somewhere in there. I don't know. I've started tracking how much time things take me, so I'll have a better idea in a little while, analytics wise. But yeah, researching takes the longest time. And the editing of those videos, I've gotten it to be a little bit more better. Like my editing, how I used to edit was so not efficient when I first started doing, like my Gabby Hanna video took me so long to edit because I just wasn't doing it in an efficient way. So honestly, figuring out how to efficiently edit those types of videos has been a huge time saver, because now I can knock it out in like 10 to 12 hours versus before it was taking like 20 hours to edit. Hey, Hannah, love your videos so much. What is your prediction for beauty trends or releases this year? I actually have a whole video planned on that. But I will say I think the dewy makeup trend and the no makeup trend is going to intensify this year. So that's what I think. Glomus was epic. Let's celebrate Warnock and Osfus win in Georgia some more. We in Georgia deserve this, not to be taken away by Drumpf. Also, Bridgerton. I haven't watched Bridgerton yet, but I've heard it's so good. Also, I agree with you. Jamie says it takes forever to learn editing shortcuts. Totally agree. That's like the biggest thing about editing, is it just takes time to learn how to do things the right way, especially if you're trying out a new editing style for the first time. Like the first time you do anything, it's going to take forever. And then as you get better at it and learn shortcuts and learn more effective ways to do it, it's really helpful. Like the best way I've learned how to input videos from other people, I don't know if this is the best advice, but this is what I do and it works. I used to download every single video that I was trying to use, even if I just wanted to use like a 10-second overlay clip that had no audio. Now I screen record on my iPad the video section that I would like to put over me talking, and I airdrop it to whatever computer I'm working on. And then that's how I do it. I don't know if that's the right way to do it. That's just the best way I've found. So that's how I do it. Maddie Lee, thank you so much. Try G said, would you ever make more perfume videos? Maybe down the line. I'm thinking about it. I kind of already did like most of my perfumes that I own, but I do think perfume videos are fun to watch. I love watching them. Keiki said, hi, I'm obsessed with your evolution of videos. Are there any brands that you think have had the best unproblematic evolution, all for a best of 2021? Ooh, that's a good question. Like what brands have done it right? See, one will pop into my brain, like, oh, hi. Like, I'll think of one, and then I'll remember something problematic that they did. So, or like something bad that happened. Man, are there any brands that have just done something like with no issues? I'm looking at the chat because I need somebody to tell me if you can think of a brand that has had no issues. Midas, yeah, well, yes. Indie brands, obviously. But I mean like kind of like the more brands that you would see in like Sephora and Ulta. There's so many indie brands that are so good.
Jamie French says Sigma.
Ooh, Sigma would be a good one. They're definitely like they stay in their lane. They do what they do. And that's that on that. They never have had a scandal. They're not necessarily the most like number one brand, but they put out good quality stuff. I actually agree with Sigma. Sugar Pill is a good example. Sydney Grace is a good example. Lunar Beauty. Flower Beauty. Fenty. Fenty is a good one. Fenty really hasn't had any real major things. Somebody goes Morphe. Oh, thank you so much. Christine said, what are your thoughts on wealth privilege within higher education? Like how students with money can take the GRE multiple times or retake classes until they pass. Charles, we are doing a podcast on that soon. So I hate to keep being like, oh, I'm going to talk about it soon. But also, I think with topics like that, because that's like such a good question. It's such an interesting topic. But I think it's a disservice to the topic to be like, give my 30-second opinion and then like move on. I think that the topics like that deserve kind of podcasts. And we have a podcast that talks about privilege and like the school to prison pipeline. We already have a podcast about that. But I think talking about privilege in higher education is really important, especially because Charles and I actually come from really kind of different backgrounds in that regard. Like I definitely had a lot of privilege, especially just in my life in general, but also in higher education. I had a lot of privilege and what?
Sorry, I'm audibly reacting to chat.
Oh, it's okay.
Charles somehow posted a message 30 times in like 2 seconds.
Ooh, man, good job. But I think
Sorry,
Charles,
guys, I'm trying to get the spamming.
Charles is doing his best. Do you want Stella's help? Do you want to recruit her? Let's see. Poor Charles. He's trying so hard. He really just wants to play World of Warcraft. Will you ever move to LA? No. It's too hot. Too many, no. Absolutely not. I like New York a lot. We're going to probably stay in New York forever. Does your podcast have a YouTube channel? Yes, it's called Middle Ground Podcast on YouTube. But we might be changing the name soon. Bye, Stella. Stella's going to go rip into her food. Let's see. Is book club going to be back anytime soon? Probably not for a while. Well, it kind of depends, actually, because we might be in a situation. I don't want to get too into it, but we might be in a situation where Charles is going to have more time. And if that happens, then yes, probably we would bring back book club. But as it stands right now, I'm just really proud of us that we're getting podcasts out at all. So if you've been following for a while, you know that the consistency of the podcast for 3 weeks in a row has been big for us. Let's see. Does your YouTube channel have to do with a nickname that people used to call you? No. Well, no. Oh, it needs to be Smoke Show. The thing I worry about Smoke Show is I don't want people to think that we're like doing recreational things and that
I still like Smokey Show.
He likes the Smokey Show because he feels like it's a play on words, but I don't want people who don't know me to think that it's going to be about like the
Glow Show.
The Glow Show we've thought about. We'll see. The Glow Show. This is so sweet. Did you see Jeffree Star is doing buy one, get one free on his palettes? Yeah. Yeah, I saw. I don't want to. Yeah, I saw that. It's very interesting. Let's see. Thoughts on Colleen Ballinger? I don't really have any. Yeah, I actually don't really have any. Besides the drama she got in, like, was it last year? I don't really follow her at all. I know a lot of people want me to talk about her sister and their family because they do a family channel. And I've looked at it, but I haven't like looked into it entirely yet. So I can't can't really give an opinion on it yet, but I definitely have looked into it. Let's see. MXP, a quick rant on Depp versus Heard. Yeah, I do not know enough at all about that topic to talk about it. And I know that it's a really, really intense topic. And I know that there's like a lot of opinions on both sides. And I don't want to talk about something I don't know about. So I actually don't have any thoughts on that just because I haven't followed it enough and I don't know enough about it. But I know that a lot of people feel strongly one way or the other. Just not something I can really touch on. The after show with Mr. and Mrs. Glow. That'd be cute. I was joking at one point because I go back and forth and if I want to change my last name to Charles's last name. And I was like, why don't we both just go Glow? I'll be Hannah Glow. You'll be Charles Glow. We're just going to go glow. You should do an evolution of Smokey Glow. People say that, but is that not the most meta thing you've ever heard in your entire life? Like if I genuinely got on a camera and like gave you the evolution of me from me, directed by me, written by me, like I feel like that would just be
that I should do that.
No.
April Fools.
Charles has said that. He goes, I want to get on an April Fools and pretend that I'm like exposing you as like the evolution of you. I don't know. I feel like that's just so meta. I will say, I know for a fact that one day, if my channel keeps growing, somebody is going to do an evolution of Smokey Glow about me, and it will be scathing. And I will probably not be able to say anything about it. Probably, I just know that that's going to happen. I've opened myself up to it by doing this thing, and I'm fine with that, but I just know it's going to happen. I must know, thoughts on Power Rangers. I hate to disappoint, but I know that I always wanted to be the pink one, and that's what I know. It's literally all I know. Let's see. Evolution of Makeup Geek, that would be a good one. That would be a really good one. Evolution of Philip DeFranco. Yeah, the thing is, like, with the Evolution of series, I don't want to, like, I don't want to just keep doing it over and over again. But the problem is, as you can see via the chat, is that there is so much content there. Like, you can do it with anything or anyone, and there's so much content with it that now I'm trying to think of ways to talk about, instead of doing a deep dive of an entire person's career, I want to evolve it. Number one, evolve the evolution of, no, I want to change it a little bit sometimes, still do the deep dives when necessary, but also just so I can not only get out content quicker that doesn't take weeks to do, but also because I think it would be like just interesting to do, like talk about like certain periods of a person's career. Like I have a video planned that's going to be like the disappearance. Should I give this away? If somebody does it before me, they stole it. I have this idea planned that's like the disappearance of Liza Koshy, and like just talking about not necessarily her entire career, but talking about her leaving the platform and transcending YouTube to go into television and movies and mainstream media. And like, I think that would be so interesting. Like just talking about not necessarily everything, but just like a piece of the career. And then I don't have to keep being like the evolution of blank, like kind of change it up a little bit. We'll see what happens. Somebody also mentioned the evolution of John Kuckian, and that also is coming. That's something I wanted to do during Glomus. There were so many things during Glomus that I wanted to do that I just simply did not have the time to do. But that is one that was on the list for Glomus that I've pushed back to later in the year, because I think that revisiting the crazy insanity of John Kuckian would be so interesting. The problem is also, bless you, he wiped his whole channel. Like he wiped it. It's gone. So you can't even really find old videos except for the re-uploaded ones from drama channels. So I think that would be interesting. Man, this is so good. I think our food's here. Hold on. Let's see. If my food's here, I'm going to go. Okay, yeah, our food was dropped off actually 25 minutes ago. So I'm going to go. But thank you for doing it. Normally, I don't like to do over an hour because I start losing my voice. But thank you guys for everything. Thank you for anybody who did a super chat. Thank you so much. So I really appreciate it. That's so nice. And also, thank you to everyone who left fun comments. Man, everybody's just talking about Liza Koshy and John Kuckian. Yeah, nutty, but thank you. Thank you, Jamie. I love that Jamie was here. Everybody go subscribe to Jamie too. Bye, guys. Thank you. And thank you to Charles for modding. Love you. Couldn't do it without you.
You got one last donation?
Where? Do we have one more donation?
Athena Bermuda sent you a pair.
Thank you for the pair. Oh, there it is. Okay. Thank you. All right. Love you guys. Bye, guys.
It's going to be posted, right?
Yeah, we're going to post it. So if you had to leave or you came in late, it'll be posted in about 20 minutes. All right. Love you guys. Bye.